back for the start of the second quarter of the grand final of the reserves. Division 1 for 95. It slapped down in the middle. Laying a good tackle there was Caserta. Didn't receive a free kick for that tackle that he laid. In fact, Shane Burns, the Axe, is going to get this one. He'll send North Geelong into attack. He goes to grandstand side of the ground, up towards half forward. The lead is on from Scott Parker. He can't grab the football, though. The boundary line looms up. It bounces out before both he and Chris Cunningham can gather the footy in. Half forward flank position, grandstand side of the ground. It's a 1 goal 3-9. Werribee Central's the favourites. They're trailing North Geelong 2-3-15. And here's Jason Doherty on Guest FM.
Bernardo taps to the front of the pack. Pack develops there. At the bottom of it was Caserta.
He's been at the bottom of a lot of packs.
He and Cicino, both playing well for Werribee. It's at a half forward for North Geelong. Grandstand side, 6 points of difference. The Magpies are in front. Early stage of the second quarter. Parker comes from behind, taps it towards the boundary line. And it's going to beat Hennessy over and also Jeff Marnie. And the umpire will come in and throw the ball in at half forward.
Let's one rip. Nice high throw too. Gives the ruckman every possible chance. Just slap back towards the boundary. There's not much point in that. You want to flip one over the top, son. Goes towards the boundary line, trying to gather the possession. There was Slade Hennessy, the gambler. He couldn't handle it. Too hot that time. Jeff Marnie right up his clacker.
And that's live on Guest FM.
That's right. Another first. And it's out of bounds. The boundary umpire throws it back in.
Gets a tap down, but it only goes as far as Adrian Bernardo. Gets his left foot to it. Shane Burns is there. Receives. Kick towards the centre. Peter Nash comes out from half-back. Kicks off the ground. Over back towards Burns at half-back. Who gets one high. And umpire Santa Spirito agrees and will give the free kick to Shane Burns. The Axe. Just defensive side of the wing position.
He's been a great clubman for many years. He actually comes in on the right foot. He'd like nothing better to play another premiership side. Up he goes towards Parker, claims the mark. Nearly gone the umpire. Play on is the call. Put down the ball, knocked away there by Bellew. That's Cat Bellew, I think. Got up towards half forward. Kick off the ground was okay too. Down there in defence by Lance Muse. He's got it back towards the centre of the ground. Caserta goes up to Harton. In a bit of strife here, Harton over the top of him, laying the tackle. Bobby Britvick. How will the umpires see this one? Gee, I thought he had every possible chance to slap it out. He should have been free kicked. He hasn't been. It's going to be a ball-up decision. 55 metres out from goal. And the Centrals into attack. Trailing on the scoreboard 9 points to 15.
Skoko goes up alone, gets a tap down. Harton roves, gives it to Cicino at half forward, out of side. Right foot kick around the corner. Scott's at the back. Smilovic gets one hand to it. They can run onto it here, Werribee. Can't pick it up though. Good defence from North Geelong. Oh, now Fields tackled out the ball.
Must get the free.
Must get the free kick. And Richard Field, who also played seniors last week for Werribee Centrals, back in the seconds today. He'll have a kick from about 10 metres out, but a very acute angle on the outer side.
And joining us up here, Ronnie Brain having a little break. It's a long day for the commentators. And Barry Walker is up here doing the commentary with us. Welcome, Barry.
Well, thank you, David.
And no doubt about that decision down there.
No, quite correct. Werribee seem to have the players around the ball. They're able to get on with handball and move it quickly into their forward line, whereas North Geelong is struggling at the moment.
Field, awkward looking kick. This is going to have to
kick.
bend, reverse, check side,
kick.
punch side, maybe it's side, like it's a goal! Oh, great kick! And they're going down to let him know. Look, just about every player on the ground's down there telling Richie Field what a great kick that was. Very awkward one to try and bend that around there. He did it to perfection. And he puts the, well, it's all tied up. The 2 goals, 3 apiece in the second quarter.
And you're going to make a few people famous today again, aren't you? The Gambler?
Yep, the Gambler.
And somebody else you had too. Unbelievable. Who was the other guy you?
Yeah, the Gambler, Slade Hennessy. Now, that's not a gambler's name, I'm not here. That's a beauty.
2, 3, 15.
The other one is Mark Bellew. He's just going to be Cat Bellew. Yep. Back to the centre of the ground. Bernardo does the ruck work. It's knocked away from him. Caserta nearly gets his head pulled off. Play on the call. He's not getting too many free kicks today, Hendrik Caserta. Out wide it goes. Skoko half a chance to run on the football. Couldn't do so. It's stacked up there. In goes Jeff Marnie. There too was Peter Nash working hard for the Centrals. He's tied it up. It's almost to the centre of the ground. We'll have another bounce down.
Skoko, a long way away from it now, has to wait. Coming through Marnie, gets a right foot kick to it, pulled off the ball, and he'll get the free kick, Jeff Marnie, just inside the centre square. The outer side wing. Early goal to Werribee, tying up the game in the second quarter. And Jeff Marnie will push North Geelong into attack.
Been very conspicuous in the first quarter and a bit, Cookie.
Yeah, playing well, the old fellow, isn't he? Well, he's played a bit of football, well over the 200 game mark. He chips it in short. That's why he gets a game. He didn't waste it on that occasion and chipped it in short. Got a teammate there taking the mark who won't show us his number. Bajaya is it. He goes long right foot kick looking for Lasivka. He's got 2 to beat again. Here's a little rover under this one having a flying shot at the goal mouth and he's kicked it.
Yateman,
And it was Yateman, the 47 jumper. He just turned around in time to give us a look at an important goal. As after the Centrals have leveled the score, the Pies, they've kicked away once again. They lead by 6 points. It's 2-3-15, Werribee Centrals on the board. That is 15 points, of course. 3 goals, 3. That's 21. It's a goal, the difference here in the grand final. And set up there by Jeff Ryan, just using his experience, not just kicking the ball anywhere in the forward line, picking out his teammate. That's on the Geelong District Football League Bingo Centre and Geelong Football Umpires League scoreboard.
Bernardo gets a great tap out of the centre towards field. Also there was Jodwick. He's got helping with Gillard at half-back. Quick little handball. North Geelong out of defence towards half-forward over the top of Nash and Marnie. Have to sit and wait. Back towards Nash now. He's got 2 against him, Parker. Now he's got 3 against him because Yateman's there also. Handball out. Jeff Marnie's at half-forward. Can drive it long. Goes towards the open goal square. Getting back there was Barker, and he will see it through for a behind to Jeff Marnie.
Jeffrey played a lot of his football in defence. I think his eyes lit up when he had a bit of a charge at the goals there. He was going to have a shot no matter what.
The legs weren't quick enough.
That's right, Barker. This time they're all waiting for him to kick it long, and he very cleverly chips it in short and finds it looks like Adrian Bernardo. It is. He kicks the ball up towards Scott, who goes up, almost takes the mark from the Centrals, slaps it back in towards his teammate there, and Chris Cunningham at ground level. Player tackle too high for mine. Looks like Hines again.
Yep, strong play, wasn't it? He wanted that ball after it.
He's played well. Dean Hines, he's called to play on now. Drives it long. Pack develops over the back of the pack now. Roving is Cicino. Good play by him. Across the ground, switches it to his mate, Casada. They've both been in everything under the packs in the first quarter and the early stage of the second. He gets around Marnie, right foot kick in towards Galauka. Oh, he takes the slips catch in the middle of the ground.
Hey, where's your love to be bowled with him? That was a ripper.
He goes out towards Cicino, who's followed up his good play from half-back. He's on the wing now. Drives it in towards centre-half forward, but there's Hines again, who's playing a great game for the Magpies.
There must be 2 of him in there. Dean Hines, he must have a twin out there. He's had a fair bit of the football. He takes this mark inside his defensive 50. Kicks wide to centre wing. Skoko, the high flyer, can't mark. Here's Cat Ballou. He's got it on the left foot. Goes down to half-forward. Poor kick, Mark Bernardo. Kick behind the game for the Centrals. Takes the mark. Chips it out wide towards the skipper, Cicino. He's got a bit of opposition there too from Darren Joswick. They see the ball safely over the boundary line and out of bounds. 22 points on the board to North Geelong. Werribee Centrals have got 15, so it is 7 points the difference. And the time clock will show us we have played 6 minutes of the second quarter.
Cook off for North Geelong, Pasali on.
Half forward now for Werribee. Thrown in. Skoko and Bernardo. Skoko gets his left hand to it. Richard Field. Good roving by the big man there. Close to the boundary line. Around the corner from Cicino. Oh, over the back, no mark. North Geelong have the numbers. Tapped out, but it was called a throw. Yep, it was from Peter Lurie there.
Shane Burns disagrees with the umpire, but then again, the Axe usually does, doesn't he? Unless he gets the kicking, he doesn't mind saying a few words, the Axe.
Free kick found for that throw. It's at half forward, and Simon Muscat's going to take it. And
free kick in the forward pocket, directly in front.
Okay, Barry's picked one up. What was it for, Barry?
It was a push on the Werribee Centrals player when he went to make a lead. Number 20 for Werribee Centrals in Galauka, and he got a shove, and the second umpire picked it up.
Well, you don't need 3 umpires then, do we?
We need 3 commentators because we didn't see it. Barry picked it up very nicely, and Galauka will go back, and there's no doubt Mickey Galauka should punt this one right through the middle.
Well, that's the difference, isn't he? The original kick was coming from 65 yards out. Now we're only 15.
And there's
Michelle.
Michelle, was it? Very good looking Michelle too, I might add. As Galauka comes in and kicks a very good looking goal, it's home. Mickey Galauka levels the scores once again here at the Western Oval in the grand final reserve grade in Division 1.
So North Geelong undisciplined there, giving away. And there we see on screen Dick Caldo talking to his friends from the police force. Hit a few of them. You want your job back, Dick? I don't think you will. You want your job back?
GDFL Bingo Centre and Geelong Football Umpires League scoreboard flashed on the screen there. It is 21 points. Sorry, it's not all tied up. It's 22 to North Geelong, 21 to the Centrals. And the time clock will be there in a minute. The Bannockburn Sporting Trophy's time clock will come up in a tick, but it's back into the centre now. As coming out of the centre might have been Galauka again. Down towards centre half forward he goes. It hits the turf, a hand pass. Wasn't particularly effective there.
Collison it was.
Collison.
Yep. Harton, good roving from Darren Harton. He turns around, kicks a goal. Great work, Darren Harton. And that's his first of the afternoon. Collison was named as an emergency for the reserves, but obviously got a game. Came off the bench just before and kicks his first goal of the afternoon.
And there's Darren Harton on screen. He'll be obviously very disappointed missing the senior grand final, but certainly showing his worth there and bombing an important one through too, because the Central's barrier back in front.
Yes, they are, and it's the advantage of getting the ball out of the centre. You know, they're roving to the North Geelong ruckman, and they're getting first use of the ball, kicking it straight down the ground, and it paid off very quickly for them. 2 quick goals.
Back in the centre now. Pye just bringing the ball back.
There's the scoreboard, 27 plays 22 on the GDFL Bingo Centre of Geelong Football Umpires League second quarter scoreboard. Bannockburn Sporting Trophies, David and Pam Glover's time clock says we've gone 10.5 minutes of the second quarter.
Bernardo and Skoko. Umpire Habby puts the ball down. Bernardo gets it down towards Hennessy. Picks it up, shepherded off by Burns. Jeff Marnie, right foot kick. Lucks a fortune, Hanson gets there. He's in front, right foot kick towards half forward. North Geelong working it up there towards Adrian Bernardo, falls over at the crucial stage. Jeff Marnie gets out of a pack, ducks some weaves and gets his right foot to it towards half forward. Leading out there for North Geelong is Ifka. Good handball too, because he's given it straight to Cotter. He goes up towards the vacant goal square. Mark Bernardo gets back there in front of Parker and takes the mark in the goal square.
He's deep in defence. He looks to the grandstand side for a bit of inspiration. Looking up there for Adrian Hart, who's had a good game. Couldn't take the mark on that occasion. Gomez threw his opponent off the ball. No free kick given. Oh, Caserta lays a heavy tackle and well done too. Hand pass now comes out. Here's the 25 Guernsey.
Scott
it was, yep. He got the hand pass away. He might get it back in a minute. He has. He runs through the centre now, Scotty. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. Here comes Scotty. Could he have another one? No, he straightens up and he goes down towards the half-forward line. Too much carry for field. Galauka pushes off Cunningham. His teammate straightens up and Mickey Galauka goes for goal.
Free kick, North Geelong.
Yeah, and 50.
And 50.
Yeah.
Oh, I had the glasses on Galauka. I didn't watch the play. And what was it for, Barry Walker?
A push on the North Geelong defender, and Galauka played on, unfortunately kicking the ball after the umpire blew the whistle, and a 50-metre penalty results.
And I've got a feeling he kicked a goal too, Jason.
He did, yep. And the free kick's going to go to Peter Lurie. He's going to take it from in the middle of the ground now. Goes, the lead's on from Parker. Over his head, Bernardo at the back, that's Mark.
Ooh.
Gets it down towards half forward. Werribee Central's relieved the pressure towards Collison and also Hines on the wing. Hines is outnumbered 3-1. He gets a handball over towards Burns. He's going to be outnumbered as well, 3-1. Close to the boundary line.
Oh, very quick.
And holding the ball against the axe there.
Well, I thought Shane Burns would have run that out of bounds.
Yeah.
He knew he was hot. And the free kick goes to the gambler. Hennessy kicks it across the centre of the ground, finds his teammate Adrian Hart. He's been a handy player. Breaks the tackle, has to kick it a hurry now though. Up and under, left foot kick inside the 50 towards centre half forward. Free kick being paid. It's going to go the way of North Geelong.
Yeah, for a hold there.
And Skoko it is. Angie Skoko. Gee, we've seen him play some terrific games of the ones, Barry, haven't we? And he's in the twos.
Yeah, Richard Field unfortunately gave that free kick away.
Skoko goes short, finds Ifka just inside the centre square, goes long now towards half forward, but outnumbered is Hanson. Slade Hennessy gets back and takes a good mark at half back for Werribee Centrals.
Playing all right, the gambler.
Yeah. The gambler is at half back now, left foot, goes towards the wing. Scott held out by Gomez, but coming in at the side of the pack was Cunningham. That's Dennis, and he takes a good mark, goes in towards centre half forward. Skoko's back there though. And nobody's around him. Buchanan too late to stop the Skoko mark.
Yeah, great play by Ian Skoko. Just dropping into the gap there with Dave Buchanan, the star full forward leading out. Just cutting off the supply. He took the mark and he punt kicks this one back towards the centre wing. Up they go, almost marked to Adrian Hart. He just couldn't hang on to it there for Werribee. He paddles it in front of him. Got help now from Gus Cicino. And the skipper goes for Hart and up at half forward. He's up. 1 by 2 by knocked away there. Well done 2 by Carlos Gomez. Got a bit of support too. They've got the ball back to the centre. Hennessy, a good fist on play there. The ball is tapped back in the direction of Dennis Cunningham. He lays a tackle too high on guess who? Dean Hines, and he takes the free kick. He actually gets running too. Goes with the left foot. The kick not good, but it drops short of the Werribee player who couldn't mark. Ifka's down there. Hand pass away. Bernardo goes up to volleyball. He slaps it out wide. Running onto the football there is the 38, Tony Pace.
And there's 2 North Geelong players down at the moment. Ifka in the middle.
Ooh.
And also the player just kicked it then, Tony Peace.
Tony Peace,
yeah,
yes.
Come one around the neck off the big fella Bernardo after he kicked the ball. This is what the free kick's for, but the one further back, that was in general play.
So getting up to take the free kick is Tony Peace, about 40 metres out from goal.
Didn't want to cop too many of them, Barry. He will be in peace, I reckon. Pretty tough. He's got up. He's just putting the ball down, just getting the breath back a little bit, I think. Pulled the sock up.
Can he kick it?
Will be a good goal because
Yeah.
the man on the mark stands 45. He's got to kick it about 47 or 48. He comes in, actually tumbled this one end over ends into the goal mouth. Almost a mark to Yateman. Not paid. Good decision. At ground level, Caserta does well, but he's kicked it straight. Skako straightens up. Caserta then smothers his kick in the goal square. It's rushed through from behind. Well, they've got out of jail down there. Have the central side and a little bit of pushing and shoving going on in that goal mouth.
Yeah, he went the wrong way there. Caserta should have come this way towards the grandstand side. Instead, tried to go straight across goal with a poor kick. Bounced off Gomez's head and free kick being found, is it?
It's not a behind.
No.
I'd suggest
Yeah.
it's a... Did he wave the points?
Yes, he waved the flag, so I don't know what's going on here.
Well, it was the full back there getting the ball back into play. Eventually it was Gary Barker.
Goes out towards Richard Field at half back. Also there with Joswick. Has to sit over the top of the ball, Joswick. Umpire finds a free kick. No, it's out of bounds before Joswick can keep it in at half forward for North Geelong. So coming across to do the ruck work, Bernardo against Parker. Bernardo goes up right hand slap towards the wing is good one because he goes towards his brother who taps it on. That's Adrian. Chopping it off though is Lurie. He's going to be surrounded, gets a quick right foot kick, and it's a good one too because he's got two options at the centre wing, and he gets one. Goes towards centre half forward. Skoko from behind, can't take the mark.
Joswick it was that got it
Joswick,
down.
now Ifka at half forward. He gets it back, got his first kick smothered and his second one, but it falls towards Marnie. Goes long towards the open goal square, but he's missed.
Passalia.
Passalia, was it? Passalia misses to the far side, one behind.
Peppering the goals here, North. Right on the scoreboard to come up. There it is now. North Geelong have got 3-6-24. Werribee Central's 4-3-27.
Oh, the ball's out from the kick in too.
So a free kick to North Geelong. Poor kick out there by Werribee Centrals, and Cat Balloo's going to take it. He's at 45 metres on the boundary line. And the Axe is standing there nice and close, giving Mark Ballou a few instructions. He comes in now. Right foot kick, deep to the teeth of goal. Pack develops. Geelong in front, can't take the mark. Bernardo's also there. Galauka taps it through for a rush behind to North Geelong.
It's the third rush point I've got down now.
Yes, correct.
And scoreboard, it's caught up. It was a couple of points behind. I think they've caught up now. It'd like to be 3-7-25 to North, and the Central's 4-3-27 as we wait and watch the kick in here from Barker. He's kicked the ball magnificently all day. This is no exception. It's out over 50, but picked up by Joswick for North Geelong. He bangs it long in towards the goal mouth. The Cat's got it. Cat Ballou takes the mark right in front here for North Geelong. Well, it's Mark Ballou. You got to call him Cat, don't you? Didn't ever watch the old movies.
Yeah, we should have a David Cook All-Star side, I'd say, at the end of the year.
I've picked one.
You pick one. We'll have it later on, I'd say.
I've got written down. Yes. And Mark Ballou, he's not worried about whether he's the Cat or Mark. He just wants to kick this goal for his fabulous Magpies.
Oh, he's missed.
I think he might have snuck it in. We'll wait on the goal umpire.
Just.
Yeah, it's in. By golly, wouldn't want to travel another inch or he missed. But he's got it on the board, an important one, because they're peppering away at the goal mouth there and kicking behinds, and he's got one back from Barry.
That was a good mark too, because he was running with the flight of the ball, and the big fella coming out from full back had him in his sights, and as he took the mark, he sort of twisted to the side and just saved himself.
Just
I
made
think.
him miss. Okay, North Geelong got 4-7-31 points. Werribee Central's 4-3-27. They're 4 points back in front. The fabulous Magpies from Philpott Park on the GDFL Bingo Centre and the Geelong Football Umpires League. Second quarter scoreboard.
Back in the centre now, umpire Habib.
Time clock shows Bannockburn Sporting Trophies. 18.5 minutes gone of the second quarter.
Parker in the ruck now for North Geelong against Bernardo. Yateman over the back.
Well done.
Gets a push in the back though, was Bernardo. Yateman come over the back and put his hand fair square right in the middle of Mark Bernardo's back. He'll get the free kick in the middle of the ground. He goes long towards centre half forward. Paul kick at the front. Gomez taps it along. Collison gets wrapped up by Burns. Yeah, the Axe.
Should have been rewarded for mine.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's on. It's on.
Didn't think he had enough time to get rid of the ball there, Collison, before he was wrapped up. So the umpire, Santa Spirito, on the point of the square, the centre square.
The Axe agree with me. Said it should have been a free.
I'm sure he would have. Bernardo gets it out. There's Collison again. Gets his right foot to it. Towards the half-back position. Lurie's there.
Well played, Lurie.
And sees the ball over the line.
There's 1 on 3 there. One mistake and Werribee Centrals were on their way.
He kept it in front of him, Barry, and headed for the fence. Good play. Boundary umpire. It's right on 50. The Centrals into attack. They trail on the scoreboard. There's been nip and tuck all day. Boundary umpire puts it high. Gives the ruckman a chance. Big The big fella Parker doing the ruck work down there. Got it down to ground. Lurie slaps it out the back. Umpire said just a little too late. He'd blown the whistle just before it come out. And the umpire's going to bounce this one down. It's about 45 metres out from the Central's goal. And they trail by just 4 points at 20 minutes gone of the second quarter.
Parker gets it down at half-back. Burns straight through the pack. He's wrapped up now. Umpire San Espirito says it was held to him. And he will come in and bounce the ball.
Bit of justice there, actually. You didn't get one for the same thing before, and you didn't give one away that time.
Just inside 50 for Werribee Centrals. Bernardo against Parker. Bernardo gets his right hand to it. Burns on the bottom of the pack. Has to tap it out now. He does. Collison picks it up. Right foot kick towards full forward. Smilovic falls towards Adrian Bernardo. Left foot kick towards Scott and also Buchanan. Buchanan off the ground. Britvic getting back there and seeing the ball over the line, 4 behind.
1 point there to
Buchanan.
Buchanan just got the boot to it, but wasn't under. Well, he was under a fair bit of pressure and couldn't make the effective score. 1 point closer as we see Rene Smilovic punt kick the ball back into play at the defensive 50. In front was the big fella Parker. He couldn't take the mark at ground level. Doing very nicely too in this game is Marnie. Left foot kick around the body, just heading for the fence.
Yeah.
Got it to about 35 or 40 metres around before it bounced out of bounds, and it's a half-back flank position now, 2 kicks away from the Central's goal.
Didn't have many other options up the ground there, Jeff Marnie, so just used his experience to go to the boundary line. Bernardo and Parker. Parker gets his hand to it this time. Gillard can run onto it, kicks it off the ground towards the wing. Skoko has to sit and wait. Handball intercepted. Slade Hennessy.
Yeah, did well, the gambler.
Casada towards Cecino. It looked like the Bobsey twins out there, those two. Running around. A good mark, though, by Smilovic at centre half back.
Yeah, he's going to repel this attack. He looks to the grandstand side of the ground. He go for Hines. Why shouldn't he? He's been at everything so far. Hines has pushed off the football by Collison, in my opinion. Umpire agrees. Hines, I want to play on here. If he went back, the umpire has actually called him back because he didn't know, but looming up there was Adrian Hart about to tackle him if he played on. But he takes the free kick, goes back behind the mark, kicks the ball across to his skipper in Gomez. In the centre of the ground, Gomez wants to play on, goes with the right foot. The kick is an absolute shocker. He's put it out towards the centre wing position. He's only found a Werribee player there in Adrian Bernardo. He's gone down towards half forward, bit of a box on behind play. In goes Scott, throwing a bit of weight around. Free kick going to go the way of North Geelong, and it might be on here if you're not too careful down there. And Barry Walker saw that one.
Yeah, Richard Fields didn't like it, a bit of attention he copped, and he's given away a free kick down there on the half-back flank.
And Peter Lurie picked himself back up off the ground and wondered whether the train had arrived early here at the Western Oval. The kick goes up towards, from Smilovic, goes towards the centre wing, right in front of the coach's box in front of us. Off hands it goes, it's out of bounds. Scoreboard shows Werribee Centrals have got 4-4-28, North Geelong 4-7-31. That's on the GDFL umpires and GDFL Bingo's centre scoreboard.
Bernardo gets his hand to it, taps it towards Collison. He's wrapped up by Hines. The ball's over the boundary line and a boundary throw in. Collison appealing for the free kick there, for holding the man. He got slung after he got rid of the ball. It's in front of us now, Parker and Bernardo. Bernardo gets both hands to it this time. Hines is there, Jeff Marnie leaves it for him. Great play there by Casada, though, to smother the ball.
Oh.
The axe straight through, gets a high tackle this time, and the axe will be happy with the umpire's decision because he gets a free kick.
Third time lucky.
And I would have been surprised if that had been on. They've been to the same barber, these two, I reckon. The axe and Andrew Casada. Shay Burns, he's a character. He takes this free kick on the centre wing position, goes on the right foot. It's a wobbly up and under one towards half forward. Someone got a red nose out there, have they?
No, it's his mouth
guard.
guard.
I thought it was red nose day there for a minute.
He's smiling at you, David.
Christian Owen was going for the ball there, and I thought he had a red nose day come early, but it was his mouth guard. It's up his hands and it's out of bounds. The boundary umpire recommences proceedings.
Skoko in front, gets it towards Marnie. Also Christian Owen at the bottom of the pack. Gomez gets a handball out there. Yateman is surrounded. Still gets his handball out though. Gillard. Werribee now have the numbers. Through towards Galauka. Chopped off by Skoko in the middle of the ground. Left foot kick by him towards centre half forward. Held to there was the Werribee's backman in Barker. Comes out towards, that was Muse off the ground. Free kick found though for a high tackle. Whoa. And it's going to
play. It could be on. Back at centre half forward. It's broken up a little bit, has it? No, it's still a bit of a Walsby round in there. And it might get worse than a Walsby round in a minute. Peter Nash getting thrown around there. And the boy with the red mouth guard, he might need that in a minute, but he keeps doing that sort of thing. I think Christian Owen.
I think it's good covering up by Werribee Centrals. They got away from the incident and did their pushing and shoving there.
Tony Peace now with the ball. He plays on, gives it to the Axel, puts him under pressure, gets one high. Galauka tackles him. High towards Owen, taps it over the back of Nash. Scott gets his hand to it. North Geelong keep it in the attacking zone. Ifka has to sit and wait. He's got 2 against him. Falls towards Cotter, right on the boundary line. Left foot kick. It's a great goal, Paul Cotter.
If it's not a goal, he'll get another one. He's down, Paul Cotter, with a
that's
very high tackle that might be on the pocket. Keeper starting to fire here at the Western Oval. Cotter was poleaxed as he kicked that goal. If it's not a goal, it'll be another kick. And it's still pretty pushy and shovey. And, well, plenty of players involved. Mark Bernardo's in there. Pick him up. Carlos Gomez in there for his side. God, he's only about as big as a postage stamp, Carlos.
It is a goal, though. A goal to Cotter.
I was just going to say, what about a possibility of a 2-goal situation there, David?
No, I reckon it was as he kicked it. It was high, not late. But a great goal.
Yeah, great goal, boys. Left foot
kick with the wrong pocket.
Players breaking up now from that pocket where Paul Cotter kicked his first of the afternoon. And North Geelong stretch their lead. They're 5-7-37. And they lead Werribee Central's 4-4-28 by 9 points on the GDFL Bingo Centre and the Geelong Football Umpires League second quarter scoreboard.
Little bit of undisciplined play coming into Werribee Centrals.
Yeah.
I think there's a bit of frustration. Both sides looking to dong one another at every opportunity. I think the side that goes for the ball now might be a bit of a chance to get a break, Barry.
Yes.
Because the umpire will be ready to stop all this.
Yeah, and we've got the blood rule here too. The game's being held up as the Werribee Centrals player is coming off.
Yeah, that's not a mouth guard. That's a bit of
Cherry
red stuff
red.
coming out.
It's Bernardo. And
Adrian Bernardo, is
yep. Jason Hopkins coming on for him at half forward. So 9 points of difference. North Geelong have the lead. Late stages of this second quarter, close to half time. Back in the centre, Bernardo and Parker. There it is, in fact, half time. A good goal to North Geelong.
And a good decision by the timekeepers. That's going to stop anything getting out of hand, or is it? There's a bit of a talk on the centre of the ground at the moment between a few players. And Darren Joswick just pushing his... oops, the daisy. Now, Darren Joswick just said there was no need for that, and this might be on. I can see this happening. Look out, here we go. The axe goes in. And spectators streaming onto the field. We don't need them. And, well, what will happen here? It's half time.
Well, I think if the umpires can get control quickly, get the both sides off the ground.
Before any spectators
Well, I think the umpires will head for the boundary line and let the police sort it out, won't they now? Seeing the quarter is over.
Yeah, Darren Joswick was going up. Now he's going back into the fray.
The umpires, there's one still out there.
The fray is a little bit ugly in the reserves grand finals. Just about every player on the ground is in here, not all pushing and shoving. There's a couple of instigators in the middle wanting to perpetuate things.
Darren Harton couldn't care less. He's standing back out here all on
Yeah.
the ground.
Right. Well, Peter Nash is in the centre of things there, and so too was Dean Hines. Now they seem to have split. All we need is everyone to walk away. Wayne Yuckman coming away now. I think we're going to be okay. We're finally going to get them off the ground. They've separated. The half-time score. It's 4-4. That's 28 points on the board to Werribee Centrals. North Geelong of 5-7-37. And that is, of course, 9 points to difference. A little bit of a handy break there for North, Barry.
Yes, they got away in the latter part of the quarter there, and a bit undisciplined by the Werribee Centrals. Gave a couple of silly free kicks away, and you can't afford to give free kicks away from half forward to forward. And North Geelong made the better of their opportunities. Goal kickers up till half time. North Geelong, Hines, Peace, Cotter, Yateman and Ballou have kicked one each, and for Werribee Centrals, Field, Galoka, Harton and Buchanan.
And we'll be back for the third and vital quarter coming up very soon on Guest Video and Guest FM.